You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's JPA here. In today's video I'm going to be discussing Rangers' victory over St Mirren. Just before I get into this, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Like the video as well, it always helps the channel. I really appreciate when people do take the time to subscribe. It doesn't take long, so it doesn't cost you anything. It's just that wee icon in the bottom there, or on top, depending on what device you're actually viewing this on. Yeah, so let's just get straight into this video, guys. So the game finished Rangers 3, St Mirren 0. If you go back to my previous video, you'll see that I actually got that spot on. And a couple of people in the comments did actually comment that as well, so well done to them. I'd just like to say to the people who did comment, I apologise for not getting back to you. I was pretty much working the whole day yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to read your comments before the match, unfortunately. And as you might have guessed from that, I didn't actually get a chance to watch the full match. Got a couple, I think maybe the last 20 minutes or something I got home just in time to see Morelos get the second goal, our second goal, no his, and I seen obviously the third goal. What I'd normally do on this channel, if you're new obviously, I would normally break it down, talk about the goals, talk about a couple of chances that we had, talk about what players played well and what players didn't. Unfortunately I didn't see the game. I was unfortunately working. As I say, I seen the last 20 minutes of the game. I've since watched the highlights and I've watched the goals back obviously. So first half it was 1-0. It was scored through, it was an own goal actually. Morelos, after a bit of ricochet in the box, fired it over. A couple of people I've seen commenting saying they think he was shooting and he completely messed up the shot. I don't think so. I think if you look, he does take a look up before he hits it straight across the box, and takes a touch off one of the, I think it was McCarthy that it came off. So that we got the 1-0 at half time. We had a couple of chances. Tavernier had an absolute brilliant chance where he kind of flicked it up, made it his own, and volleyed it. Got a lot of power behind it, but the keeper saved it very, very well. So it was 1-0 at half time. So we went in the second half and we kind of lost a little bit of momentum, if I'm really honest. Well, for what I can see in the highlights anyway, it looked like St Mirren had actually started the second half a lot brighter than we did, and they had a couple of opportunities. One where McLaughlin actually flapped at it, but he managed to keep his composure and saved well after it. And it wasn't until the, as I say, 20 minutes to go, 69 minutes on the clock, and Morelos got our second and his first of the game. The cross came in and he came in, ghosted at the back post into the centre, unmarked, headed it down low into the bottom of the net, and it was a real good finish. Great to see Morelos getting a goal. I thought he actually had a really good game. And 5 minutes later, again Morelos, this was a real good kind of through pass from Aribo down the left hand side. Barisic ran out net. I actually thought he'd maybe overdone it, took a couple of extra touches than he really needed, and I thought the chance was maybe wasted. He cut it right across the goal line basically, and Morelos just tapped it in. He was actually in so much space and he had so much time to actually put the ball in. I thought at first he was offside. I had to wait a few minutes before I actually cheered the goal, because I thought, oh, surely he's offside there, but it turned out he wasn't even close to being offside. It was just really good positioning from him. So the match finished 3-0. Really good win. Obviously I've not seen the full game. I'll try and get it online somewhere and have a wee look at it. I think you can possibly get it on Rangers TV actually, and I'll watch it again. But yeah, it was a really good game from what I've seen. From what I've seen, the first half was a lot better than the second half. Ironically, we got 2 goals in the second half to kind of kill the game, but good performance. Great performance from Alfredo, who was kind of a shock starter to many of us. A lot of people tipped it in to actually start the game, myself included. But I think seeing his performance, it actually came on about 15 minutes to go, I think, just after Morelos had scored his second. Didn't really show a lot of promise. He was in the box for a couple of crosses that came in. They were defended well, so he didn't really get a real chance to show what he was all about. I think the game was kind of dying out at that point. The momentum in the game kind of stopped a little bit more as well, and it was all about game management for us to get over the line. In terms of man of the match, there's probably not going to be any surprise, but I'm going to go for Alfredo Morelos. He was involved in all 4 of our goals this season. I thought he was instrumental yesterday, led the line well. I know he was a shock starter for many people, but he kind of answered a lot of his critics yesterday. A lot of people saying his head been turned, and that possibly is the case, but he stuck to his task yesterday, worked hard for the team, and a lot of his shots were going on target. He seemed really up for it yesterday, whereas comparison to maybe Thursday night, for example, it didn't seem to be up for it at all. I'm just going to leave the video there. As I say, I normally kind of break down the tactics and all that as well. I didn't see the game, so there's no point going to who played what and what tactics they actually played, because I didn't see enough of a game to know that. I can pretty much surmise that St Mirren probably would have sit in and tried to hit us on the break, and we would have had most of the possession, I'd imagine. But I'll just leave the video there. Thank you for watching. As I always say, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, which will probably be tomorrow night when I do the prediction for the St Johnstone game on Wednesday. So cheers guys.